Good afternoon. Welcome everybody to Bull City Hangout 1027. I'm Pat Murray. I publish the Durham Skywriter. That's Durham's online community paper. And with Bull City Hangout, basically I tell you what's happening today in Durham. Got my notes here on my iPad. Then I invite you to join me on camera, hang out, shoot the breeze, share information, etc. And it's almost, well, let's just say it's the last week of October, almost November. So I do ask that you send your information to me so that I can input it. So basically, next issue will cover November and then up to the first 2 weeks of December. Okay, so obviously I have send info to Durham Skywriter, and let me show you how you can send it to durhamskywriter@gmail.com, or you can find me, of course, on Facebook, Durham Skywriter. Follow me there, and also Messenger. Or Twitter, Durham Skywriter, however you want to do it. Okay, let me remove that. And let's start out with the school tools page. Okay, now if you are in need, I hope that you know that Durham Public Schools and Durham County, with their NC Eats program, they have free lunches for young people ages 18 and under. It's hard to explain the schedule. Just go to the school tools page and get information on that and see if you can run out real quick and get a lunch for your kids. All right, let's go to the, one thing I'm really curious to hear about from our young athletes. I'm wondering how it's going. Yesterday was the first workout for the Durham Public Schools high school, cross-country track and also volleyball. So I'm wondering how that went. I do hope it went well. I think the first games will be played mid-month in November. So let's see how that goes. I hope everything goes well. Okay, now let's go to the word page. That is the government and nonprofit information page. I always start out by letting you know that the city has the Water Hardship Fund for those of us who have fallen behind in our water bill. They can help you out. Also, DSS, Durham County Department of Social Services, they have the HOPE program, NC Housing Opportunity and Prevention of Evictions program. If you are at least 1 month behind in your rent and your job has been affected by COVID-19, they can help you out for like up to 6 months. So be sure to check that program out. Read about it on the word page and read about other ways that you can get and give help. All righty, let's scroll down to Durham Technical Community College's Small Business Center, where they have wonderful, wonderful workshops. They're all free, too. So let's see what's on the docket for today. So from 2 until 3 this afternoon, time management for small business owners. I need that one. I need to find time to watch that one. That's a good one. Time management for small business owners. Also, from 6:30 until 7:45, online tools and apps for small business. That's another good one. And then from 6:30 until 8, how to use Square. And Square is kind of like PayPal. You can get people to purchase things with their credit cards online safely. And I actually use Square sometimes, or PayPal, whatever, when I'm selling my toys at outdoor markets for those who don't have cash in their pocket. So there you go. So that is the word page. Oh, Delphine's here. Hey, Delphine. So right after I make my announcements, we're going to hear from Delphine Sellers. Yes. So let's go to the health page real quick. And I have reactivated the big blue health events button. And that tells you all about the different support groups that are meeting. So let's see what's meeting today, or who's meeting today. Today is what, the 27th? Okay. The Durham County Department of Public Health, they're holding a webinar, Domestic Violence 101. Learn what to do. In fact, learn how to define domestic violence. It's not always what we think. So, they want to bring awareness, knowledge, understanding, and also compassion to the victims and survivors. And I hope they also will tell you what to do next. I'm sure they will. And that again will be at 3 o'clock. Also today at 7 until 8:30, the Younger onset support group will be meeting online, and that refers to early onset Alzheimer's. It's pretty devastating. You can be in your 40s. It's not the same as the kind of Alzheimer's that the older people get, but still, it's just as devastating. So if someone in your family has that, definitely you want to attend that meeting at 7 o'clock. It's hosted by Duke. All righty, I think that's it for the health page. Let's go to the senior page. Durham Center for Senior Life, they're doing their best. They have wonderful programming in the parking lot and also online, as well as morning workouts to great music, by the way. Sign up for the Police versus Senior Olympics Stay in Your Car Masquerade. That's going to be Thursday. Sign up because they want to know how many cars are going to show up. So it's going to be Thursday from 11 until 1:30. I'm very curious how that's going to go. Let me know. Okay, now let's go to the gardening page. It's called Garden Shed. All righty, let's click on that. There's going to be a science adventure. I think that's going to be today. Let's see. Yes, today, the North Carolina Museum of Natural Sciences, EcoExplore, Central NC, and the Prairie Ridge Eco Station, they're co-hosting an introduction to entomology, which I think is a fancy word for bugs, and that will be from 4 until 5. And this is for young people, kindergarten through grade 8. This should be really, really fun. Learn about different types of six-legged insects and the scientists who study them. That should be fun, and it's free. 4 o'clock. All righty, and also, I think that's it. Yes, let's go to the legal page very quickly. I think there's just one event happening today with Legal Aid NC. Yes, they're hosting a free healthcare power of attorney and living wills clinic. That is about the best thing you could learn if you're taking care or living with an older person. That is like the best. I wish I could tell you more about it, but just attend. It's at 2:30 until 5:30. This is going to be great. Again, for those of us who are caretakers, caregivers, living with older people. I'm just saying, don't skip this workshop. 2:30, Legal Aid NC. Go to the legal page for information on that. Last page we're visiting is Let's Go. That is the calendar of events page. And right now, as we speak, the Nehemiah Christian Center is giving away free bag lunches until 1. They're on Mangum, just north of downtown, just a couple of blocks. Also this afternoon, let's see, New Visions of Africa restaurant. They're having their grocery giveaway, and that is today. Usually it's 1-ish, so try to get there at 12:30-ish and sign up. You just give your first name and your age for their record keeping. So you can park at W.D. Hill if you're driving, and if you're walking, you might need a rolling cart because, you're going to get some real goodies at this grocery giveaway. Again, this New Visions of Africa restaurant, 1-ish. Okay. Also this whoa, my earbud fell out. Okay. Also this afternoon, let's see, Durham County Sheriff's Office, they have their rabies vaccination clinic. Only $10 to get your pet vaccinated for rabies, and that will be from 2 until 3:30. Call to make an appointment. All right, New Visions of Africa, again, giving away meals from 3 until 6 this afternoon. And let's see, Virtual Trivia Tuesday, the North Carolina Museum of Natural Sciences, they'll be hosting that. And again, it's Virtual Trivia Tuesday from 6 until 7, fun and free. Marvis Fun is having her beginners line dance class this evening from 7 until 8 on Zoom. It's also free. And that's the Urban Community Agronomics in partnership with Farmer Food Share and the Mount Level Missionary Baptist Church's 2 Fish, 2 Loaves Food Pantry. They're having their free produce distribution tomorrow, 10 until noon. It's fabulous. I got some delicious, gorgeous produce from them just last month. And that will be, again, 10 until noon. You don't have to sign up. We'll be talking to Delphine about that. And also tomorrow, Nehemiah Christian Center will be giving away free bag lunches from noon until 1. I think that's it. All righty. The weather, it's supposed to be cloudy, but it's not. It's 66. The weather report clearly says that it's going to be cloudy all day. I don't see one cloud out there. But anyway, it is beautiful out. It's going up to 73. And then tomorrow it's going to be even better. It's going up to 77. So let's see what's going on with 𝗕𝗨𝗟𝗟. Let's see. Kaboom. 𝗕𝗨𝗟𝗟𝗖𝗓, welcome.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here. Thank you for the invite.
Absolutely. So, of course, I knew you first with Durham County, the cooperative extension, and I guess you're officially retired.
Yeah, I retired as a county
Not
extension.
really.
Well, let me just say, I retired from my paying job as county extension director in 2016. And upon retiring, I already knew and saw the needs that existed. So my sister and I created the nonprofit Urban Community Agronomics, which is finally known as 𝗕𝗓𝗟𝗟. And our goal and mission has been and always will be is to use agriculture to reduce inequities, such as in increased food security, nutrition security, academic success, family harmony, and just your mental and physical spirit. So with all those things and then some. So yes.
Wow. So you must have a sizable farm, I take it.
Yeah, we're actually reclaiming an old farmstead in northern Durham. And we call the farm 𝗕𝗨𝗟𝗟𝗧 Farm. And the reason we named it that is because there is an actual 𝗕𝗨𝗟 Indian trading path that runs directly through the farm. It's very, lots of the area is very wooded, great for hiking, great for not only just farming, but we're doing a lot, including resourcing some of the old buildings that are still there. It hasn't been farmed in 70 years, so we actually had to clear land, create a 47-bed raised bed gardens. We have an in-ground traditional agricultural planting area, chicken, and we do a lot of teaching from everything from how to grow your own mushrooms to how to prepare your own food.
That's amazing. How can people get involved, or can they?
Oh, yes, they can. We practice social distancing, and I can't even say the word.
Distancing.
What I'm saying. Yeah. And follow all the guidelines. So what we've been able to do now is we create working stations. Like, for example, this is a non-traditional farm now. So one of the working stations may be you're helping us with cutting firewood because we use everything here. We have seasoned firewood that we sell. You can help us prepare and plant in our raised beds. Do all of those things. Just look us up at www.ucan, and that's UCAN.today, TODAY. And that would bring you to our website. There's no shame in our game. We kind of stole this from President Obama. I will. Remember his motto was "You can." I mean, we can. And so it's like, well, we can, you can. So
there you go.
Yeah. So that's how we came up with "You Can."
I'm amazed and very fascinated by the fact that the property hadn't been farmed in 70 years. I'm curious I'm just curious about the soil. I know you said raised beds, but I'm just curious, was the soil worn out or was it rich or what? I'm just curious.
The soil is really rich. The thing about this property, and then I'm going to get it, is if you walk up the trail to the actual farm or drive up because you can, when you're driving up, the right side is owned by the city of Durham. That's where the actual agricultural, the fields were. So you have trees. And the left side, believe it or not, is owned by the county. That's where you had your pasture side, you brought in your animals and those kind of things. So due to the different zoning practices of the city and the county, we started on the county side. So what we found there is we are having to augment the soil a little bit when we're doing our traditional planting because it was pasture. And then the raised beds take care of the soil lack of nutrition because we're putting in actual compost
I got
in
you.
the raised beds. But yeah.
So I heard you use words like academic, which kind of alerted me that there must be some kind of youth component.
Oh, yes, there is. We teach everything. We're teaching kids how to grow. I mean, there's no better way to make math real than, let's say, to create a square foot gardening bed. What is it? You're
Ooh,
squaring it off
I
into
know about that.
time. Yeah. There's no better way to learn math than to say the seeds have to be planted 1/8 of an inch. How much is 1/8 of an inch when you really look at it? It's not very deep, but it brings the reality to it. We also even looking at STEM, and I call it STEAM, because we put the art in there as well.
Oh,
How do
good.
you
Okay.
raise chicken? What kind of chicken coop do you need to use? What kind of chickens are you ordering? And our watering system now is solar. So with a water solar
Ooh.
system, we get into not only engineering and the tech side of it, but let's look at what we can do with that. Let's measure our water consumption. Okay. Let's do some
Nice.
grafting and see how much water we use per bed, how much we use on a daily basis, what's our consumption? What are we taking from this earth that we need to be more resourceful in taking from it? So that's
Nice.
academic and everything from, for example, the end of November, we're going to have our second, and we're doing spacing, and it's limited really to 20 individuals. But we will also be doing our mushroom planting,
Ooh. Okay.
and everybody get to take home one log. I had such a high production of mushrooms, shiitake mushrooms, on my deck. So we're teaching
Nice.
people. I often use the term, we're teaching everybody how to not just survive, but how to thrive. You don't have to have a lot. You just have to have access. There's access to the space, access to the information, access to the knowledge. So
I
access
love it.
creates it all, makes it all work. And there is an economic side to it.
Oh.
You can grow and raise. You can sell your produce. You can save on your individual household budget by not having to buy that produce. Why? Because you grow it yourself.
Well,
So,
I heard that some people who stopped, they didn't want to grow tobacco anymore, and they
mhm,
went into the what's that? Organic,
yeah, yeah,
fancy fruits.
yeah.
I don't know if organic's fancy. I know it costs more,
I
but
know it
they're
costs more. Yeah,
and so
we
they're making
use
good money.
organic. Yeah, we use organic practices,
Oh,
but
good.
I will
Okay.
tell you that we are not organic certified.
Okay.
It's a process, and it's going right now as a small, and I will tell you, as a small minority-founded and minority-led organization with no sponsor. So everything that we do
Wow.
by right now on grants, by solicitation, because we are nonprofit and we have our solicitation license. So when you're doing that, we started this process, and people thought we were crazy. Less than $500 in the bank. You
That's
understand?
all.
That's it, literally.
Wow.
And so, but we started it with a determination, with a vision, with a purpose, and with a drive. So that's how we accomplish what we do.
I think that's great, and I think maybe people are, they're suffering cabin fever.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they want to come out. And in fact, I don't know how long you wanted to stay, Delphine, but I wanted to bring Nakikia Wilson in. She's waiting in the wings. The reason why I want to bring her in, even though I know she wants to promote her event, I want to see what she has to say about working outside and the gardening and stuff, because that's healing right there.
It's very much so. We have it is so peaceful. And you've got to remember that, and not remember, but the property that we're actually on 53 acres, is actually part of the 5,000 acre slave plantation that used to exist in Durham County. So the other
Wow.
side of it, when you talk about academics, is we're researching that history. We know all the
Be right back,
education
please.
history,
Be right
but
back.
we're also researching the African American history on this property, which connects to Stagville, which connects to Horton Grove. It's all in that circle.
Okay. Okay.
And
Yeah.
we're also researching the native Indian population on this property. So to
Okay.
appreciate what has brought us to today, we need to embrace all of our past. And that's one
Okay.
of the things that we're doing as well.
Nice. I understand Nakikia is at work, but hey, Nakikia.
I'm walking
She's.
outside.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I was in the clinic. That's why I typed. I was here to listen, but since you
Oh.
pulled me,
Oh no, she got out of range or something. Oh shoot. But Nakikia, she's a mental health, mental wellness advocate. And I don't know if she can rejoin us because she was obviously at work and
Okay.
maybe she walked into a bad spot. But she's going to have a mental health support group series of meetings. Hey, Don. Donald Brandt's watching from YouTube. He's living in, let me get the country right, Denmark. I think it's Denmark. Anyway, Northern Europe. So I lost my train of thought. But so she's going to have this starting on Monday, this mental wellness support group meetings. And so she's trying to rejoin. Let me see if I can get her back. Let's see. Nakikia, are you there? Well, she was there. It's really tough when you're at work.
That's good.
Hey, Nakikia, are you back? Your signal's really slow. But tell us about how you feel about people working outside and gardening, how healing that can be, if you can hear me. Oh no, she's a bad signal.
can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know what your question was. I was walking through the hospital, and the reception here is horrible. So
I
I don't know
understand.
what
Can you
your
hear me
question.
now?
Well, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay. I was asking about the healing that can be found with people working outside and just being out and getting their hands dirty.
Oh, I don't know about that part. I don't like to get my hand. I am not. I don't have a green
I'm
thumb. I
trying to
don't
do a
like.
lead in here.
I don't like working in the dirt. I'm sorry. When I was married and had a house, the yard work, I left that to the dude, honey. He did all
Okay.
that. I stayed in the house. I'll stop a toilet before I go outside digging a hole. I'm sorry. I mean, for me, therapy, when we're talking about therapeutic stuff, like, I
Mm-hmm.
don't know. I had a habit of vacuuming the floor because of that humming sound. You just
Oh,
vacuum the
okay.
floor. I know it's odd. And my dad, God rest his soul, he hit me to that game. So just vacuuming the floor is just one of those things that
Well,
kind of
different
gives me,
things are healing. I understand.
But outside, as far as outside, all I do outside is walk. I don't play
Okay.
dirt. I don't do shrubbery. I don't plant. All the plants that I ever had have died. If any
You need
plants
to
I have in my
visit.
house,
You need to visit Delphine and see what
look,
it's
look,
all
she lady
about.
like, this girl needs some assistance, honey. You're gonna have to assist me because my thumbs are not green. All my plants are fake and got
Oh
dust on them.
no! But you know what? For my mom, outdoors was that space in between the house and the car. That was it. And she's from Durham. She should have known better, but somehow I love being outside and I love gardening and digging holes and watering stuff, and it's very healing for me because it's, I don't know. And then when you pick something to eat that you have grown, there's nothing better.
Now
I'm
I
serious.
can appreciate now because my old life I had a huge backyard, and we
Mm.
discussed several times about gardening, and we always think about crazy stuff like the apocalypse. I don't know, but we thought about growing stuff, but
Hmm.
I'm just gonna tell you the truth. I'm a little lazy when it comes to that kind of stuff because you got to give it love and care. I mean, you can't just you got to kind of treat it like a loved one. You got to love on it, and you got to make sure the weeds are out. You got to make sure the wildlife don't come in and eat the stuff up, and you got to take care of it. And I don't know. I can appreciate people who do that. And I understand. I completely understand why it could be therapeutic for people to do that. But those people also have green thumbs, and it's almost like a
Not necessarily,
She said
because
no.
I've killed my share of plants for sure.
Yeah, and one of the things that we do at the 𝗕𝗨𝗟𝗟 Trail Farm is come to us, if I can say it almost like like a church service. Come to us as you are. All you need is the desire to at least to give it a try, and we will teach you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So if there ever was a safe and supportive environment to learn and to fail, okay, because we have our failures, it's with us. It's with UCAN and the 𝗕𝗨𝗟𝗟 Trail Farm.
I like that word failure, because a lot of people will do anything to avoid failure. And I'm very patient with myself, because when I try something new, it often takes me a few tries. I mean, sometimes I make things look easy, but you don't realize I've been trying to figure out how to do that for a while. You know, failure can be good as long as it's not, astronomical. But for me, it's the best way to learn.
Well, I mean, people, when you think of failure, it's a negative sense. And what people don't understand is that in order to learn, in order to grow, you have to fail. It's inevitable. You have to fail at something in order to grow. Because you know how you need to take what you learn from that failure and either apply what you've learned, or maybe not apply, to do it right or better the next time. So failure is not always a negative a negative word. It's actually, if you think about it, it's what do they call it? An oxymoron?
Yeah.
Well, it means two different things. It really is, because it's a good thing to fail. You have to fail. You need to fail. You need to get it wrong in order to do it better the next time, or to get it right.
Right. Well, that's good. So I did tell people about your series starting this Monday, and I did put the new link in there so that people can sign up.
You put the website.
Yes. Yes. But I wanted to bring you into the conversation, because I felt there was a connection with mental health and wellness, and just doing something physical. Not necessarily, it doesn't have to be gardening, but sometimes, because a lot of people, like, they can't sleep because they don't wear themselves out enough during the day, and they worry when they go to bed and they can't sleep and they're troubled. And it's just good to wear yourself out. And it's great also, we were talking about Alzheimer's. My dad had Alzheimer's, and my brother-in-law, now I was here taking care of my aunt with Alzheimer's, where in Chicago, my sister and brother-in-law were taking care of my dad. And Donald always made sure that if he was doing anything, he took my dad with him so he could wear him out. Right. So that because Alzheimer's patients, a lot of times they don't sleep.
Right.
So if you wear them out, don't let them sit all day. Then once they lie down, they go right to sleep. I don't know if that's always true, but it worked for us. So, yeah. So I hope Nakikia and Delphine, I hope you two can meet, because to me, you're kindred spirits. You're just in different lines of work. So
I look forward to it. And you may have some of the individuals that you're working with, Nakikia, that love gardening. Connect them with us, or not necessarily don't love it, but never tried it.
Right.
And so let's introduce them to something. And if it's not their cup of tea, as the kids will say sometime, I'm not mad at them. Right. I understand. But I think to get out there, if nothing else, for the peace and quiet, you will not even think you're in Durham, to be honest with you. It is absolute less than 6 miles from downtown, but you would never believe that you are actually in Durham County still.
I haven't seen the farm yet. I need to come see the farm, Delphine.
We do. We're out there every Saturday. And actually, I'll be out there tomorrow, but we're out there every Saturday just doing farm work and gathering and doing, and we social distance, mask, hand wash station, all of those things. But usually from 8 to 12. And the schedule changes because I'm going to be out there even tomorrow, working with planting native pollinators. Because we're, and identifying them. Again, it's part of that education and academic. Let's look at some of the native pollinators. Let's look at those persimmon trees that people don't know what to do with.
So
It's-
I can bring my children on a Saturday?
Oh yes, you can. And we have what I call workstations, and our workstations are geared towards different age groups and different group sizes. So yes, ma'am. We love to have you.
Okay.
So it's not too late to plant things?
Oh no. You have your winter crop. Remember we have
collards, right?
Yeah, collards. You might be late for cabbage because they may not head by the frost, but you can still plant spinach.
Broccoli.
Yeah, broccoli may be a little bit late. If you're doing plants, you may. You can always cover them, but those broccoli and cabbage are things that the frost kills. But the frost does not kill your onions, does not kill your garlic, does not kill your greens like your turnips and your mustard and your kale. Even bok choy can go over winter over.
Bok choy, I have never seen that grow.
Are you kidding?
I mean, so actually, it's new to me. You gave me some luscious bok choy.
Yeah,
bok choy is very new to me.
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen it grow.
In stir fries. I mean,
good
that was cabbage. So we try to introduce people to different things, different foods. Because I guess we're always talking about food insecurity. I'm moving it a little bit further down the line and say nutrition insecurity. Concentrate on nutritious food. Yeah. So that helps the brain. It helps us physically, mentally. It helps us always, in every way.
And again, throwing on some work gloves if you're afraid to get your hands dirty, and digging a hole or throwing weeds over your shoulder or whatever. That can be really, really, like I said, that can be very helpful for the soul. And hearing the birds too.
Yeah.
And Don says the bok choy is great in salads. Yes, indeed.
Yes.
That's some good eating.
And there's no peaceful time. Now I have a little garden in my backyard, but for my mental health, when I'm out there working, I can be rest assured nobody's gonna bother me. Because gardening is not my family's thing; it's my thing. So I can go out there with my own thoughts, with my own peace, and just work. And nobody's gonna come out and ask me anything. They don't want me to ask them to help. So it's like I'm okay. Just let me do it. So.
So should people call first? You don't want people to show up at 8:00 on Saturday, do you? Or
they can. As they say, the work is plenty, but the labor is few. So we're there.
So it's Catawba Farm.
Yeah, Catawba Trail Farm. And and the actual address is 2080 Sawmill Creek Parkway.
Ball Mill?
Sawmill, like a saw, S-A-W.
Oh, Sawmill. Oh, Sawmill.
Sawmill Creek Parkway. Remember the Parkway?
Creek Parkway.
Yeah.
To give you Sawmill Creek Parkway.
To give you a sense of it, is less than a quarter of a mile from Little River Elementary School.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Okay.
It's right outside of Trayburn.
Okay.
I thought I recognized that name. Okay.
Yeah.
To live over that way. Okay.
Yeah. So people don't know we're there. We're trying to get the word out, but yeah, just come. And if we're there, we can definitely find some things for you to do that will bring you joy.
Okay. And when does your season actually end, Delphine?
What, growing season?
I mean, can people visit year round or?
Yeah, we're out there year round. I mean, right now, we have bees, so you got to check on your bees. Right now we're doing some, like I said, rebuilding our trails, planting native plants. So in the dead of winter, not quite the dead of winter, but as it gets cooler, we're also going to go ahead on and start putting in our small orchard because we'll have a small orchard too.
That's what I wanted.
Yeah. How do you prune I'm just talking now, apple tree? How do you prune a a fig tree. When do I expect to get my fruit from it? So we do planting as well. In the wintertime is
Nice.
the best time to do that, or late fall.
Nice.
Yeah.
So great to be in North Carolina, I
It
swear.
is beautiful weather. North Carolina almost has four growing seasons. I know they got three, and if you're like me, you try to put
Three
another
and a
one in
half.
four. Yeah, I
Three.
agree.
Yeah, because our coldest season is only January and February, really.
Pretty much.
Well,
Hmm.
okay, well, 3 months. Well,
Usually with
Yeah.
the climate change, yep.
yeah. So thank you again. So are we leaving anything out? Have we? Because Nakikia, I know you didn't talk a lot about your program. I explained it, but did you want to say more about it?
Well, it's a free virtual emotional support group talk session that I'm offering to um, individuals who are interested in starting their journey to mental and emotional healing. We have a lot of people that are hurting and not knowing where to turn, or not having the financial means to reach out to therapists or coaches like myself. And so I wanted to start this free virtual group. I'm going to try to do it once a month for
Mm-hmm.
those who are interested in seriously starting their journey to healing. So Monday is we start Monday the 2nd, and we'll do
Mm-hmm.
that each Monday. We'll do it the 2nd, the 9th, the 16th, the 23rd, and the 30th, and
Okay.
it's at 8 o'clock. Um, it will be in a private group, so that's why I'm asking people to actually sign up, and you will have to go to the website. I try to
Mm-hmm.
have the actual link to send people right to the appointment, but user error. So I
We'll
decided to
have it figured out. Yeah.
just yeah. So it was just easier to tell people to go to the website and go to the appointments and scheduling tab and click on that, and it'll take
And
you
and
right
it's
to where you need to
and it's
go.
8 p.m., not 8 a.m., right?
It's 8
It's 8.
p.m.
Yeah. Yeah.
8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Once I have everybody that will be a part of the group, I'm going to send each person a link to a
Mm-hmm.
private room so that we will have our space of emotional and mental safety so that we can share and learn and grow. So that's
Okay.
what
So,
this
so
is for.
each person is going to be separate. It's not really a support group.
No, well, it's a group. So like we're
Oh,
up
okay.
here together, it'll be
Mm-hmm.
a group of us. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
The idea
Awesome.
behind that is for us to ideas off it. People are going through some similar situations. Some people may
Mm-hmm.
have already overcome some things, and they can share what they did to help them get through,
Mm-hmm.
um, and vice versa. So that's the idea of the group. And so, and I wanted to share with a group of people, so that they can go out and spread the word about group and the group sessions and the
Mm-hmm.
benefits of being in a group session. It's good to do individuals as well. I do that as well, but sometimes
Mm-hmm.
when you're in a group of people who are going through similar experiences, it's a more intimate atmosphere. You feel a sense of security and support and love from the people
Mm-hmm.
who are
Mm-hmm.
sharing these same experiences with you. And the idea is
Awesome.
to develop and to create a group of positive, supportive people for the individuals that are in there.
Nice. I know one thing people don't do, and they don't give themselves credit. I notice when somebody does something nice and you compliment them, they're very often surprised. And
Yeah.
I see people beating themselves up when they make mistakes. I rarely see someone like whenever I do something and it's I like the outcome. I sit back and I'm like, that's nice.
Yeah.
You
A
know, I
lot
don't
of
see
people
enough
don't
people.
do
I
that
don't see enough people give themselves credit like that.
because
Be kind to
the
yourself.
the limited beliefs that they've grown up, that have been ingrained in them to give
Mm-hmm.
yourself a compliment. They may have come from an environment where they didn't receive compliments,
Mm-hmm.
and to get a compliment is foreign. It's not normal, and
That's too
so
bad.
people don't know how to accept that or
Mm.
receive it. Hey, I know.
Never too late to learn.
It's never too late to learn.
It's a good
It's never too
feeling.
late to grow. It's hard work, but you can do it.
Hmm. Okay. So thank you, ladies, both for coming on the show. Both are welcome at any time. Bull
Can I
City
say,
Hangout is for everyone. And Don, that goes for you too, even though it's probably going on dinner time in Denmark, I take it, but
Oh,
it's
woo,
open
Jesus.
to it's open to everyone, with, of course, bias toward local because it is Bull City Hangout, but whatever, be that as it may. So thanks again, Delphine and
yeah,
Kikia.
may I add one thing? Don't forget we're having the food produce distribution tomorrow at Mount Level Missionary Baptist Church. It is all produce. It will begin at 10 and end when all the food is given out.
Oh,
And the
okay.
address is 316 Hebron Road, Hebron, Hebron Road, where we'll be doing it. We'll be in the back parking lot. It is
Oh, I
very
know what
organized.
that is.
Yeah, last month we had approximately 300 cars to come through.
Including
And
mine.
the only thing we were asking people is just give me your first name and how many in the family, just so we can give statistics and data. This has
Oh,
been sponsored by UPN and Farmers Food Share. So come out and until it's gone, we will be there giving it out. Okay?
So what do you have for tomorrow?
I knew you were gonna ask. Okay, let's see.
Because because what I got last month was scrumptious.
Oh, good. So sweet potatoes, of course. These are sweet
Mm.
okay.
potatoes that we just dug or harvest at Jason Brown's farm, First Fruits Farm in Lewisburg. So we're
Mm.
part of Society of St. Andrew's Gleaning. So that's where we got the sweet potatoes
Oh,
from this time.
okay. I know about them.
We will also have carrots, eggs, collards, turnip bottoms, um, cabbage. I'm trying to think. Asian pears, because we always include at least one fruit. So we have 8 items. I may have missed something out, but that's the gist of what we're having. So,
That's going to be some good eating for
yeah,
real.
yeah. So come and get in line. We pass you through. There's very minimal contact. We actually will load your cars because we have it bagged. If you don't know what to do with turnip bottoms, just pass on by that station and keep on to the next one. Because we
Or
take what they can eat or what they want. Yeah.
or do what I do and look at YouTube videos and find out what to do with
Yeah.
what. Because
Thank
Is she down here?
I'm learning how to cook at my late age. In fact, day before yesterday, I made candied yams for the first time.
Okay. They were good. They were delicious.
Delicious.
I know they were.
So if you see my face again tomorrow,
Yeah,
I
look
hope
at
I
me.
can make it in before my show tomorrow. We'll see.
Okay.
So, but thank you
I'm
everyone for
leaving
being on the
it.
show.
Say, hey, this is my mama.
Hi, doing good. How about you?
She said, how about you? What you looking for me? I was late. Uh-huh.
Ah, okay, Nikiki, I'll see you later.
All right.
Okay, take care.
Okay.
Oh, that was so fun. Oh man.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed having you as well, Delphine.
Thank
And
you. Thank you.
I do believe there's a lot of healing when it comes to gardening and just working the soil. You don't always have to be growing something to eat.
Exactly. Yeah.
Flowers are cool too.
That's how I started growing flowers more than anything. Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
You know, my zinnias are still blooming.
I believe it. Mother
Yeah.
Nature is just going crazy. We've slowed down, us human beings, and given nature an opportunity to do what it does most best.
Well, it's
So
doing it all right. My elephant ears are gorgeous.
mm-hmm.
My zinnias are blooming. I'm surprised that my coreopsis isn't blooming anymore. I expected them to last longer,
Yeah.
but whatever. And I have a lot of seeds that I need to go out there and pick because I have a
Oh yeah.
lot of. I like my 4 o'clock seeds,
Mm-hmm.
and I have some kind of a lily. I don't know what it's called. Some kind of lily with little flowers,
Okay.
little tiny flowers, and lots of seeds. So
Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to come by and get some of those seeds from you.
I can bring some tomorrow if I'm able to make it tomorrow.
Okay.
So do you want 4 o'clock or do you want the? Oh, it's called black. I think I have the jar over here.
Huh.
Black. Let me see what it says. Wait just a second. Oh. Okay, wait a minute. Ah. Blackberry lily.
Oh, yes.
And so the leaves are like real flat, like daylilies.
Mm-hmm.
And then the flowers are small but numerous.
Okay, I'm not familiar with that one. Yes, ma'am.
I got this from, let's see, a friend of mine who lives on South Street. Yeah. Yeah. So these are actually from last year, but they're still looking really good. No, these are from last year, but they're still good. They're still good. They're really luscious.
All right.
And I haven't even picked the ones from this year.
Okay, you know I'm writing it down. I know more about them once I get them. I'll be prepared. Okay.
And actually, can you tell us real quick? I know you're no longer with Cooperative Extension, but I have, wherever I go, I see flowers that I can't identify. I've been taking pictures of them with my phone. Do you know if the master gardeners are around?
I know that you can still connect with them. They're not in the office, in the building, but yeah, they're active. Yeah, most definitely.
Thank you, Don. He says, great show. Thank you. Because I would like for someone to look at these flowers. Maybe you can help me out.
Possibly, or else you can also download, I believe it's iNaturalist link. And in many cases, you can take a picture of it and just say, what is this? And it will tell you immediately, or if it can't tell you immediately, then people on the site will come back and pretty much tell you, oh, that's whatever it is. And
okay. Because I suspect they're not anything exotic, because I've seen them like on, like 9th Street, in public places, I'm just not that knowledgeable about flowers.
That's okay. And it's called Black Lily.
Blackberry, excuse me, Blackberry lily.
Okay.
And my friend's name is Panzola.
Okay.
I don't know if you know her, but she used to work over at Duke. But yeah, she used to be a gardener extraordinaire. So I got my start with blackberry lilies through her.
Okay.
And as far as my 4 o'clocks, I had a neighbor. She's deceased now, named Miss Mims, over on Bacon Street, and she gave me my first 4 o'clock seeds. It's a nice way to remember people.
It is. It really is. Because
you grow these plants like hopefully forever. And if you remember where you got your start, you remember your friend very fondly. And in fact, my day lilies and my yucca plant are all from the old neighborhood. When I first moved here, we lived across the street from Central on Brant Street. And of course, we all had to give up our homes for the new dorm.
Yeah.
So I went back after we moved and dug up my neighbors' day lilies, since they were going to tear them up anyway. So yeah, so I brought back the old neighborhood with us.
All right, I like that
here on Cap Street. Yeah. So thanks again, Delphi. And I want to hear more about St. Andrews. I know they go around picking up fruits and vegetables that the farmers somehow left behind, maybe because they're unattractive or whatever. And I'd like to. I did interview someone from St. Andrews, but was unable to run the article.
Oh, okay.
But I'd like to, maybe next year when it's, because it's probably too late to get involved with St. Andrews now, I guess.
No, it's not. Actually, like I said, we won't be going to this, but last week they did at First Fruits Farm, which is unusual. Is they give the first fruit, so it's not necessarily gleaning, it is harvesting. So
nice.
Jason Brown planted 5 acres of sweet potatoes, and you just go and harvest sweet potatoes. Now after you get the most obvious potatoes, then you go back and you glean again, because you don't dig under the dirt, you just pick what's on top, and it's just so plentiful. But they will be having another gleaning on tomorrow. I can always send you the link. So this is the time for harvesting sweet potatoes, the time for, it may be a little bit late or on time for peanuts, gleaning peanuts.
Okay.
They also we're entering the time when they actually have gleaning farmers allowed to come and harvest the vegetables, such as the collard
Okay.
greens and all of those. So no, it's more of a year-round, or let me say a 3-quarter adventure. 3 seasons.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now, I don't. Thank you for that. Now
Mhm.
I don't know who used to do this, but I remember going down Miami Boulevard, and there was a church there with a mountain of sweet potatoes, and
Mhm.
they were like, "Yeah, come on and get all you want." And then my church, then Russell, they had a mountain of sweet potatoes one year,
Mhm.
and I don't know who does that. Yeah, but I missed that. I haven't seen that in a few years, where
Yeah.
someone will deliver a whole truckload of sweet potatoes for just anybody to come pick up.
Mhm.
Do you
It
know?
will happen. Yeah, and I'm sure that it may go on again this year. Things have changed, but I know
Okay.
we did it last year as well. And usually,
Mm.
churches have to say, or places have to say, yes, I can take them, and they will be distributed. But it's literally you're right, it's a mound of,
Hmm.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
So let me know about that,
all right, will do.
if you know what I'm saying.
I do. I
Because
do.
what you can't eat, you can always plant.
Yes, you can. And sweet potatoes will last a long time. Do you understand me? You
Mm.
just put them in your cabinet or someplace and just leave them, and you'll be eating sweet potatoes in the spring.
Oh, wait a minute. You're not supposed to put them in the refrigerator?
No, you
Oh,
should. Don't put
okay.
them in the refrigerator. They may get cold.
Okay, I'll take them out. Now,
No,
Don's saying it would be cool if they could have a cooking class at the upcoming events just to help those who have little experience.
exactly. It would be on site. Maybe I'll pass
That
that along.
Yeah, do that.
Yeah.
Now, I know that the before I moved here, someone told me that the cooperative extension at the old Witted, which is now senior housing, but at
Hmm.
that time they were teaching people how to can their vegetables. I
Hmm.
don't know anything about that,
Yeah.
nothing whatsoever about that, but I heard that's what they used to teach people.
Yeah, and we do that too. In fact, I'm looking now. We're having to do it electronically, but we actually had canning classes to
Oh,
up until COVID in person. We were
mm.
fortunate to be able to partner with Seeds of Durham,
Oh,
who allow
nice,
us to use their kitchen. So we had
nice.
classes that taught people how to make preserves from apples, from peaches. We also did some pickled beets, pickled okra, teaching people, because it's very simple. People don't realize how easy it is to can your
Okay.
own healthy foods. It really is. And it's enjoyable. So
Let
now,
me know when you do that again because I would love to videotape that.
okay, we will do. We'll
That
do.
would be really fun.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't want to take up all your time. You said you were just coming off of a Zoom meeting. So,
Yes. Girl, yes. I meet
and
more now than I think I ever have.
everybody's saying that, and I totally understand. So, thank
Yeah.
you, Delphine. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
I hope to see you tomorrow. We'll
Okay.
see because
Oh,
again, my show's at noon, so
mm,
I'm gonna have to get out there right at 10 o'clock if I can make sure that I get back in time to do the show. So,
yeah.
and thank you for that. Don said, mm.
Mm. Okay.
So, so thank you, Delphine. I hope to see you tomorrow at 10.
All right. Don't forget my C's if you come now.
Oh, right. Yes. I need to set them aside. Yes, ma'am.
All right. Thank you, lady.
Take care. Okay.
You too.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Awesome. As always. And again, I invite anyone who wants to hang out to do so. And Don, just to let you know, if you do want to hang out in the future, the link is right there on the Facebook page, the Durham Skywriter Facebook page. The reason I don't share it on Periscope and YouTube is because sometimes, and it's happened where a strange person will try to, come on camera and wreak havoc or whatever. So anyway, just so you know, Don, just come to the Durham Skywriter Facebook page and you can just drop in, hang out anytime you like. Okay, folks, that's pretty much it. Let's see what the temperature is now in Durham. I'll bet it's 70. Let's see. It is currently 72. I got to get outside. And now it's starting to get cloudy. Yeah, starting to get cloudy. It's going up to 73. And then tomorrow is going to be 77. So I'm curious what it is in Denmark. If you're still there, Don, and I know you have to convert for us. I know you're doing the Celsius thing in Europe. I'm very curious what it is in Denmark right now. I'm guessing 50. 1 degrees. Let me know if you're still there. You might be gone by now. Let's see. Let's see if you can make that conversion real quick and let us know. And then I'll go. I want to respect your time because after all, it is going on 1 o'clock. So I think Don might have already left because I don't see an answer. But that's okay. Let's just guess that in Europe, Northern Europe is probably, I'll bet it's like 40. Oh, 50. I was, yes, it's 50. 50 degrees in Denmark. But then it's also early evening right now. And I think it gets dark there in the northern part pretty early. So I'll bet you during the day is probably like 60, 62 or something like that. Anyway, let me respect your time. I will see you tomorrow at noon. Hope to see you, Don. Don is a really fun person. Let's see if he's able to drop in, hopefully later this week or tomorrow, whenever. Have a beautiful day. Be sure to check out the Durham Skywriter at durhamskywriter.com. And don't forget to send information for the November issue, which I am working on as we speak. Have a great day. See you at noon. Ciao for now.